Now, what I'd like for you to do is to focus on your breath and just notice how you're breathing. Notice the breath going in and out of your nose, and just notice the temperature, and become aware of your body in space, where you're sitting, what you're touching, what you're wearing, so that you can become completely present in the current moment, this moment right now. And then what I'd like to invite you to do is to find your comfortable sofa or bed or wherever you'd like to do this visualization journey from, and just lie or sit in a very relaxed position and move around, and know that it's absolutely fine for you to move around during the journey so that you can become more and more relaxed. Find a space where you can just breathe gently and just keep on focusing on how interesting your breath is. Breathe that breath that breathes your whole body. Breathe it in to your body and allow your lungs to fill with that delicious air. Feel the air going into your lungs, and then feel as your intercostal muscles contract and allow that breath to go out. Just allow your breath to breathe your body, and every time you take a breath in, notice that your body is becoming more and more relaxed. And if you have a special way of breathing from yoga or another practice, then use that relaxing method right now. And if not, I invite you to try the 3-4-5 breathing method, where you breathe in for 3 seconds, you hold for 4 seconds, and you release for 4 seconds. So like this, breathe in, 2, 3, hold, 3, 4, and release your breath, 3, 4, 5. And repeat that, breathing in for 3 seconds, 2, 3, hold for 4 seconds, 3, 4, and then release for 5 seconds, 3, 4, 5, and repeat 10 times, noticing that you're allowing your body to surrender to the breath. You're allowing your mind to surrender to your wonderful breath. With every breath you take, you're allowing your body, giving your body permission to really relax itself, perhaps more relaxed than you've felt during this whole week, or maybe during this whole month. So again, breathe in, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, 4, and relax, 3, 4, 5. Now choose whichever breath feels right for you and continue that breathing pattern. And now I'd like you to switch to a new breath. So breathe to another breath. Breathe in and allow your breath to relax you. Allow yourself to feel more and more relaxed, just focusing on that breath. Focus fully on your breath, breathing in and out. Notice how you're breathing and allow that breath to breathe your body, filling it with healing oxygen, nourishing oxygen. And as you breathe out, remember that you're breathing out toxins and CO2. So every breath is a nourishing breath. Every breath is nourishing all parts of your body. And now I'd like you to switch your attention to your whole body, from your head down all the way to your toes. And what I'd like you to do is focus your attention on releasing any tension from any part of your body, allowing that tension to dissolve very gently. Just feel, just observe in your body as you're moving from your head all the way down to your toes, how each part of your body feels. Are there any parts of your body where it feels uncomfortable? Just notice that without judging yourself, without judging your body. Just become aware of that sensation as an objective scientist might become aware of it. Just notice it without focusing, without holding on, and then move to a different part of your body so that you're covering your head down to your neck. Release any tension and notice how it feels. Maybe move your head from side to side if that feels good. Perhaps that will release some tension. And move down from your neck to your shoulders. And if it feels right, move your shoulders in a circular pattern or just slightly tensing and relaxing, allowing all the tension of the week, all those worries you've been holding, just allow them to be released because they're not necessary anymore. Move down through your shoulders to your chest. Notice how your chest is feeling and allow it to relax. And move down both of your arms together or one at a time. Notice that you're releasing tension from your upper arms and your lower arms. Move them if it feels right to add to the release of tension. Notice your wrists, and if you like, you could move your fingers around a little bit to release tension in your hands. Just notice how they feel more relaxed when you've moved your hands a little. And now moving down your body, release tension from your chest and your solar plexus area, your stomach area, from your gut, which sometimes holds your emotions. Just release tension and move down through your hips and your legs. Move your legs from side to side a little if you want, or have some tension and then relax. Just let go. Feel your whole body becoming more and more at ease. And moving down through your knees and your lower legs, your calves. Just notice how they feel and release any tension that's there. Move down through your ankles, perhaps rotate your feet and move your toes to release any more tension that's there. And then go through your whole body once more, noticing if there's any areas that are holding on to a little bit of tension, and do what I call a body scan, so that you can scan your whole body to make sure that every part of your body is feeling relaxed. And whenever you come across an area that feels tension in it, then just zap it with your scanner that you can create through your mind's eye. Just allow your powerful scanner to release all the tension. And now I'm going to invite you to focus on a different aspect of you. I'd like you to focus on your mind and your thoughts. And just as your body is not the whole of you. Your mind and your thoughts are not you. They are what you are aware of. But you are far more than your thoughts. You're far more than your mind. And you're far more than your body. But right now, just focus on that interesting thing that human beings do. We think. We have thoughts going through our amazing mind. And notice, without judging yourself, what are those thoughts? Just allow those thoughts to come into your conscious awareness and allow them to leave just as easily as they came in. And then notice that when you finish thinking one thought, that thought is then replaced by the next thought. And pretty soon after that, it's replaced by the next thought and the next. And notice, like a clever scientist, someone who's researching in a laboratory, notice how fascinating your thoughts are. And notice that you are not those thoughts. They're just something that you do. And whatever thoughts you have, whether they're good thoughts, bad thoughts, happy thoughts, sad thoughts, thoughts of the past, thoughts of the future, just let those thoughts pass through your mind without grabbing hold of them. Just let them go and watch them float like clouds floating through the sky, or like passing scenery on a train journey. Just notice that just as easily as they came. There's no need to hold on to them. And now I'd like to invite you to switch your attention once again. This time I'd like you to switch your attention to your heart, to that place where you experience your emotions. It might be in your upper chest. Some people feel it lower down, but just move your hand, if you will, wherever it is that you feel your emotions lie within you. You may have a sensation of a slight warming feeling as you find that place within you. And just become aware of what kinds of emotions do you have without judging them. Do you feel bored? Do you feel tired? Do you feel excited, confused, happy, sad, worried? What emotions are passing through your amazing body right now? And let yourself know that your emotions, just like your thoughts, are not you. They are just like weather, so that whatever emotions you're experiencing, those emotions don't need to stay there unless you choose for them to stay there. So just watch with interest what emotions are passing through right now. What weather do you have passing through your body right now? What's your heart saying to you right now? And without holding on to that emotion, just observe it like the interested scientist, with interest, observing without getting involved. And now I'd like to invite you to focus once more on your breath, breathing in and feeling more relaxed, breathing out and surrendering to the moment, surrendering to the floor or the sofa or the chair where you are, allowing your whole body to just sink and let go of all your worries, as you do so, I'd like you to imagine or to reimagine a very, very safe place. Anybody who's already created a safe place in their imagination, you can go there right now and relax into that place. But if this is the first time of creating what I call a safe place, then what I would like you to do is imagine in your mind's eye the most wonderful, safe, secure, comfortable place that you can ever have possibly seen or experienced, or even a place that's in your imagination, or that you've seen in a movie, or that you experienced when you were a child or a teenager. It could be a hammock in a wood, it could be a tree house, it could be in a secluded spa where you're the only guest. It could be on a beach on a tropical paradise island. It could be sitting on a lounger in a beautiful roof terrace. It could be in your own home, curled up with a book and a cup of hot coffee or cocoa, whatever makes you feel relaxed and comfortable. That's where I would like you to go in your mind's eye. And now I'd like you to use your senses to see what this place looks like in more detail. Look at the colors. Is it vivid colors you see, or is it pastel colors or muted shades? Maybe it's Scandinavian grays and greens and pale lilacs. It could be bright red and bright yellows. But you can see all those colors that are in your safe place. And only allow those most beautiful colors that help you to feel calm and relaxed. Maybe paint in a few colors, or paint out some colors, whatever feels right for your own personal safe space. And now use the sense of hearing and listen. What can you hear in your safe place? It could be that there's a beautiful, still silence in your safe place. Or if you're by the sea, you might hear the waves lapping up on the shore. You might hear a distant bird, or you could hear the wind in the trees. You'll be on your own in this safe place because nobody else, apart from maybe a pet or a cuddly toy or something like that you invite in, nobody else is ever allowed in your safe personal space, because this is your place and only you are in control of your safe place. What does it smell like? Can you smell some wonderful smells that are helping you to feel more and more deeply relaxed? Perhaps you have some tea, your favorite variety of tea. Perhaps you can smell coconuts or fresh pine or jasmine. Maybe there are some flowers. I don't know exactly what your safe space smells like, but I do know that it's exactly the smells that help you to feel comfortable, help you to feel more relaxed and safe. Now reach out and touch one of the objects that's in your safe place. What does it feel like? Could be a book, could be the sand, or if you're floating in water or on a cloud, what does that feel like? Just allow in your mind's eye, in your imagination, allow your very clever brain, your clever mind's eye, to recreate for you the sensation of what it feels like to be there. And now your safe place. Just imagine that sensation of security. Just feel completely safe and protected. And if you like, you could imagine a bubble of safety that's all around your safe space, so that you can walk all around it, knowing that you are always safe here. Feel that sense of safety growing. You feel so solid and strong. It might remind you of a time in the past when you felt so safe, so strong, so confident. And build that sensation right now so that it feels incredibly safe and beautiful. And know that this safe place is a place that at any point on our adventure, you can always, in an instant, go straight back there. If ever you find any of the adventure slightly stressful, or if you're not enjoying it, you can always go back to your safe place and then rejoin the adventure whenever you feel ready. And also throughout your life, you can always go in your mind's eye to this wonderful safe place. It's always available to you, just when you close your eyes and say to yourself, safe place. You can say it in your mind's eye without having to speak it out loud. So now that you've found your wonderful safe place, or found it again, I'd like to invite you to start your adventure. So again, in your mind's eye, in your wonderful imagination, I'd like you to imagine a beautiful, dark, but safe forest. It's dusk time, so the forest is starting to get a little bit darker than usual. It's starting to be about dinner time, and so the sun that was going through, dappling through the branches, is starting to set. So you can still see ahead of you quite clearly, but it's not as bright as it was. You look around and you see lots of tree trunks, lots of branches. You feel beneath your feet some of the leaves that have fallen on the ground are crisping underneath your feet. I don't know if you're wearing shoes or if your feet are barefooted, but you can tell that as you're walking along, and just enjoy the smells of this wonderful forest. You notice all around you there's little creatures, friendly little rabbits that don't seem to be afraid of human beings. Just see them popping out of their holes and going back again, and the baby rabbits are just playing with each other and hopping around, having a nibble of the grass. And as you walk along, you notice how beautiful it is and how relaxing it helps you to feel being in this wonderful wood. You notice quite a few rabbit holes as you're walking along, some of them bigger than others. And as you walk further, you're surprised to see one rabbit hole that seems much larger than all the others. It seems to have fresh earth around it, and you wonder if it's, instead of a rabbit hole, if it might be a badger's set or a foxhole. You're curious and excited to find out, and you get closer and closer to the hole, perhaps expecting to see a baby rabbit poking its head out, but instead you just see black. You're very curious. You want to know why this hole is so big, and as you're leaning over, you gently fall into the rabbit hole, and it feels really fun. It feels a bit like a gentle fairground ride. You're very surprised and feeling very excited and adventurous as you're falling deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into the hole. You're falling and falling, and it feels almost like you're flying as you're falling deeper through the hole. You wonder how far it is, and you're not worried about getting back. You just feel so much fun in the experience. And finally, you have a gentle thud as you land at the bottom of the hole. And you rub your eyes open, and to your surprise, you see that the light quality is really bright. That in this land that you've arrived in, this Wonderland, it's sunny. You look around. The grass is short. It's as if the grass has been mown quite recently. The trees are sparse but very neat and quite beautiful. The colours are bright. The colours are almost vivid. You look around and you can smell freshly mown grass. And to the side of you, a little scratching sound. It's getting louder and louder. You're very curious. You're enjoying this adventure, wondering what could this scratching sound be. And then you see a little white rabbit that's dressed in a jacket and a waistcoat and carrying a little watch, a pocket watch in the waistcoat pocket. Now this rabbit may be familiar to you from the children's story, but this rabbit is very agitated. And you look at it and you're very surprised because it looks almost like it's human in its movements. The rabbit comes up to you and introduces itself. "Hello," says the rabbit. "I am called Busy." And you can see that this rabbit is busy. And the rabbit, without asking you any details, just tells you, commands you to follow it. So you follow them. "Come on, hurry up," says Busy the rabbit. And you follow this rabbit. "Hurry up, you're not coming fast enough. Hurry up, carry this for me. Hurry up." And you start to realize this rabbit is really bossy. It's really telling you an awful lot of things to do and looking very stressed. The rabbit tells you to climb up the hill. You do so, and then the rabbit tells you to climb down the hill, and you do so with some amusement, but you wonder why. And then the rabbit tells you to start moving around a house, so you do so. And then the rabbit tells you to start digging some holes with them. So you help the rabbit, and then the rabbit moves on, and you can see the rabbit is getting more and more stressed. And you start to think about all those things that you do that make you feel stressed. And you recognize this rabbit has no idea of how to stop this stressful activity. And eventually, this rabbit starts running around in circles. Poor Busy is so exhausted that finally Busy flops to the ground in a heap, panting and exhausted. You go over to Busy and you stroke Busy. You feel quite sorry for this poor little rabbit. And then you see in the corner of your eye is another rabbit. This time it's a grey rabbit. Just pops up and comes over to you. Says, "Hi, my name is Balance. I see that you've met Busy already." You say, "Yes, Busy has been keeping me very busy." Balance strokes Busy and says, "I am going to try and show Busy once again how to be more in balance like me. I've learned how to be balanced. Would you like to learn too?" And you think about your life And you wonder if maybe it will be quite useful to learn some of the lessons that balance is going to teach to busy. So first of all, balance takes the stopwatch from busy and puts it to one side and asks busy, what are those things that are closest to your heart, busy? And now balance invites you to spend a little bit of time thinking about what are those things in your life that are most important. It's not digging holes and climbing up mountains and running around houses. What is it that's most important to you? And right now, I would like you to think in your subconscious mind, allow yourself to think of those things that are the very most important things in your life, things that have true meaning for you. What are they? And I'm going to be quiet for a little while I allow you to sort through all the busyness in your life and sift out those things, those core things that are the most important to you. Now these things could be in any area of your life. So think about what's really important to you in your family life. What's really important to you with your friendships. What's really important to you in your community, perhaps, or your career, your contribution to the world, perhaps. What about your health and well-being? What about the spiritual part of you, the connection with nature? What about romance and deep connection with another soul? Some of these things may be deeply important to you and others may not. You sift out what's so important to you in your life. Balance tells busy that it's really important that busy finds exactly what actions need to be taken in order to bring those things that are important to fruition. balance invites you to think as well, what is it that you would love to do? What is it you feel you want to do to bring those things that are important to you in your life to fruition? And now, balance invites you to come with them, to meet a friend. You walk along the path, leaving busy to contemplate and relax. Busy has a lot of catching up on relaxing to do. You walk with balance along the path, through the grass and the trees. And up in a tree you spot a cat, a ginger striped cat that's smiling down at you. And balance tells you it's really important to meet this cat, because this cat has a very important message for you, something for you to learn. When you look up again, you see that the cat has moved, it's disappeared. And then you see the cat is right next to you. And balance tells you that this cat always seems to be running away from something. It never seems to be there when you want them to be there. And balance says to the cat, do you know, we love you, Cheshire Cat, but we would love for you to take responsibility. And the Cheshire Cat just carries on grinning and says, but I have no idea how to take responsibility. So balance says that they're going to teach the cat how to take responsibility so that they can be relied on to do what they say they're going to do and to be there for those people who need them. And you decide that you want to learn the same lesson as the Cheshire Cat. So you sit there with the Cheshire Cat and they let you stroke them a little bit, which seems to please them. And then balance says, you need to relax your whole body and make a really important decision. A decision that's like a promise. And it's even more than a promise. It could even be viewed as an oath to yourself about what you would really love to do, what action you would love to take. So right now, with those things that you really want to bring into your life, make yourself, if you choose to, make yourself a deep promise of something that you know that is for your highest good. And even if it's something that's a little bit inconvenient or something you've been putting off, just allow yourself to take on this responsibility. Just allow yourself to have the gift of being responsible for your own life and taking those actions that are for your highest good. So for some people it can be making sure that you make healthy choices and take responsibility for the food that you allow into your body or that you allow into your shopping basket. For other people it could be a promise that you're going to express gratitude to someone important in your life. Tell them that you love them. For other people it could be you're going to speak up if someone in your life is not treating you the way that you would like to be treated, with kindness and care. And you're going to explain to them how you would like to be treated and how that's a crucial thing for you. For other people, it could be having the courage to start something new, a new relationship, being bold. Could be a new career, could be a new hobby that you've not allowed yourself, not giving yourself permission to explore. So right now, I'd like you to think of 3 actions, 3 steps that you're going to make an oath to yourself, a solemn oath that you truly would like to do, something that you know is for your highest good. And I'm going to be quiet while you construct the oath and make it solid in your mind's eye. Cheshire Cat has decided that they are going to stop disappearing all the time. They're going to be there for their friends. They're not going to move all over the place. They're going to be reliable and strong. And they're going to connect with their friends. So just think about the 3 promises that you've made for yourself. And now tell the Cheshire Cat and Balance, tell them what your promises to yourself are. You can see that they are wanting you to succeed. And now, Balance invites you to continue on the journey through Wonderland and tells you that now you're going to meet somebody new. You're going to meet the Queen of Hearts. And so you carry on down the path and you see ahead of you a palace. You feel excited, knowing that for yourself you've made some commitments for your life. You move forward to the palace and you see a very strange looking woman in a huge dress. She's shouting very loudly and telling everybody off. And you can see that she's very agitated and angry. And as you get closer to her, Balance walks up to the Queen and tells her, "Come here, my dear Queen of Hearts, come and sit with us. You have a lesson that you really need to learn." And at first she seems irritated by this, but she's encouraged by all of her courtiers to come and sit down with you. And Balance says to the Queen, "You seem to be angry with everybody around you." And she starts crying and tells Balance and you that she's forgotten how to be loving to herself and everybody else. So Balance says, "Well, I will teach you how to be loving and kind to yourself and everybody else. And you decide to sit in on the lesson too. And Balance says, first of all, my dear Queen, you need to realize that inside your heart resides a beautiful princess. And Balance turns to you and tells you, inside you as well, there's a beautiful princess or a prince. Inside your heart, there is a very lonely princess or prince, someone very precious and very important. That's your inner child. That's the person who lives inside your heart, who may be a toddler, maybe 6 years old, maybe 7, 8, 9, 10, could be a teenager, could even be in their early 20s. But this young person, you've neglected them, you've forgotten about them, and they're feeling very angry. And the Queen says, yes, I've forgotten about myself as a little princess many years ago, and with your little self. And I don't know how old that little self is inside of you. It might be feeling angry or might be feeling lonely. You know how they're feeling. You know what age they are. Just imagine them right now in your mind's eye, and Balance invites your little princess or prince to come out in your mind's eye, as well as the Queen of Hearts' little princess to come out and sit with you. Just imagine your little self coming out, and the Queen says, oh, little princess, I'm so sorry, I've ignored you. Shall we play croquet? And that's a game with a big stick and a ball, which is great fun. And the little princess says, I love to play that, but I want to play it with friends. So she invites you and your little prince or your little princess to come and play. You take the hand of your inner child, and the inner child from inside of you looks up at you with adoring eyes and tells you they would love to play. They like nothing more than to play with you and be with you. So you go over to the croquet pitch and start playing. And you see that the Queen is happy to be connected with her princess, her inner child. And Balance joins in as well. Your inner child starts giggling and hits the ball a little bit too hard. And it goes way off the pitch. You giggle together and go and run and get the ball. You hold your inner child's hand, look in their eyes, and you see their innocence, see their purity, their goodness, see their sense of fun, see their desire to be at one with you, see how much they love you. You look back at your child, you tell them, I love you. You are the most beautiful child. You are so sweet and adorable. And you are part of me, and I'm so sorry that I've forgotten to play with you for a little while. And this may be the first time that you've met your inner child. Maybe give them a squeeze, and if you can, if you feel able to, maybe promise to them that now that you've found them, you know that that child part of you, that innocent, pure, gorgeous part of you is always there in your heart. Just let them know that you're always going to be there for them. And now that you know that they're there, you're going to listen to them and make sure that you have as much fun as is humanly possible. You walk back to the croquet pitch and you see the Queen of Hearts is laughing for the first time in many, many years, and all of her courtiers have come round to share a beautiful afternoon with her, and she's giving out lots of tarts, beautiful biscuits that she's baked herself in her kitchen. She's being generous and kind to all of her courtiers, and she gives you one of the biscuits and one for your inner child. And as you taste this biscuit, which has the shape of a heart in beautiful strawberry jam on it, you find that this biscuit, this little cake, has an amazing effect on your heart. Your heart opens more than it's opened in many, many weeks, maybe in months or even years, so that you feel totally in love with yourself, and not in an arrogant way, but in a way where you recognize that you are such a valuable human being, such a beautiful person. You have good intentions, even though you may have done things, human things, that were not in everybody's best interest in the past. You realize that you are a good soul. You feel that goodness, feel that love for yourself filling up your heart. And it's as if when you're swallowing this cake, with every bite, you feel yourself filling more and more with a beautiful love. It's as if your whole body is starting to become light, filled with white light. And you see the same is happening for your beautiful inner child. The two of you giggle together as you see each other becoming filled with a bright, pure white light. And you see that the Queen and her inner princess, her inner child, is the same. All the courtiers, you see that everybody around you, and you see in the distance your family and friends. You realize even your neighbors and even people who you haven't met, you see that all of them are filled with this white light and this love that you feel inside yourself. You have a deep recognition that this is your true self. This beautiful pure white light that's in your heart is your true essence of goodness, purity, love, kindness, generosity. This is who you are. And Balance invites the Queen to spread her love throughout her whole kingdom. And as she does so, you see bright shoots of light, beams of light going throughout her whole kingdom. And she spreads her forgiveness and love throughout the whole land, and everybody starts to smile and clap and laugh. And you notice that you have the power too to spread your love throughout your whole kingdom. And just in your mind's eye, you notice yourself spreading your love throughout your whole family, all your friendship group, your community, and as far beyond as you would like to reach, even if that means throughout the whole world. See your love as beams of light that go around the world, around your community, coming straight back to you. And when the love comes back to you, as it automatically does, it strengthens in your heart. The pure love becomes more and more intense, and more solid, so that it can last for days, for months, and for years, as long as you wish it to last. And it can enhance and deepen over time, just as much as you would like it to, for your own highest good and well-being. And now balance tells you that it's time to walk back to the rabbit hole that you came from. So you say goodbye to the happy queen and all the courtiers, and you start walking back with balance towards the hole. And as you walk back, you notice that there's a man wearing a hat. You recognize this is what they call the Mad Hatter. And this man is very wise, but he's speaking gibberish. He doesn't quite know what to do. And as you see this man, he offers you something that's in his hat. And I don't know if it's a leaf or a flower or a note, but you take whatever it is from the hatter, and there's a message there, and you read it, and this message is for your highest good. I don't know what it says, but you can read it. It may be a picture or a symbol or a sentence or a word. And just read this. This is a message that's to help you in your life over the next days, weeks, months, something from your subconscious mind. And you carry on, you thank the Mad Hatter, you carry on walking towards the rabbit hole. And as you get to the rabbit hole, balance tells you that it's really important that you pick up some of the earth from near the hole, because this earth is pure goodness. And if you hold it in your hand right now, you're going to be able to absorb the healthiness from this pure earth. So right now, put in your hands as much earth as you can hold, and feel as you hold it, your whole body starting to heal, your body, mind and heart. Just like if you cut your finger, your body knows exactly how to heal. And right now, your body, mind and spirit know exactly how to heal yourself and to boost your immune system, boost all of those aspects of your body, right down to your molecules and atoms in your body. Just feel the goodness, the healthiness, the very strong immune system properties entering into your body. Feel your body getting stronger and stronger. And now balance tells you that it's time to go back up the hole. And miraculously you slip very happily and easily through the hole. You find yourself just gently floating up and up and up until you come to the tree where the hole began. And now you walk through the darker forest, feeling strong and safe, feeling healthy and feeling full of love. And as you walk through the forest, you notice that with every step you take, the whole forest seems to sense your new love, your new strength, your new healthiness. It's as if all the animals in the forest can see this, can see the new you. Your inner child has slipped very gently and safely into your heart, where he or she belongs. Just put your hand to your heart and let your child know that he or she is safe. They belong with you. This fun, loving part of you is secure and safe within you, and you can access this important part of you whenever you choose. And now I'd like you to find yourself in your mind's eye back in your safe place, knowing that you can bring all of those learnings, all of those feelings back with you. Everything that Balance has taught you, everything back to your everyday life. Only those things that are for your highest good, of course. And anything that was not for your highest good will stay behind in Wonderland. And let yourself know that if ever you choose to go back there, you can go back there immediately through your mind's eye. And now in your safe place, you find your fingers just wriggling a little bit, and your toes can wriggle a little bit. And then focus on your breath, and whenever the breath feels right, you can allow yourself to open your eyes and carry on with your evening or your day, wherever you are within this world. And you're going to find that you're fully alert and awake, unless you choose to stay in this relaxed state and have a most wonderful sleep. And in that case, you will hear the music and carry on relaxing and resting. And I'm going to carry the music on, playing more, so you have the chance to do that if you choose to. And if you choose to open your eyes and awaken, I suggest that you find a pen and a piece of paper, and you write down all of those things that you've learnt from your subconscious mind. Remember all the lessons, remember your oaths for yourself, remember everything that you plan to do, and perhaps include an activity that you might want to do with your beautiful inner child, your inner prince or princess. Maybe they would like to go and play somewhere. Maybe they would like to go on a walk with you. Maybe they'd like to have a chat and tell you all those fun things that they would love to do in your life together. So now I'd just like to thank you for letting me accompany you on your adventure to Wonderland. And if you've enjoyed this visualization story, then do come back next Sunday and we will have another adventure in your mind's eye. And if anybody has any questions, then you can contact me through the World Storytelling Cafe or through my email, which is lucie, LUCIEAW, @yahoo.co.uk. Wishing you a good evening and a safe journey onwards.